In this lesson, we will rewrite numbers into factors of prime numbers. Let's take a look at the number 30. We can write it as factors of 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, and 5 and 6. Unfortunately, none of these are written as only factors with prime numbers. In order to do so, we need to take a look at the prime numbers 2, 3, and 5. 2 times 3 times 5 is equal to 30. Because 2 times 3 is 6, 6 times 5 is 30. Therefore, 2 times 3 times 5 is the prime factorization of 30. Let's take a look at the number 24. The prime factorization of 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3, because 2 and 3 are prime numbers. 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 3 is 24. But when we have repeated multiplication of the same number, we prefer to write it as a power. So we will write the prime factorization as 2 cubed, or 2 to the power of 3 times 3. Because we have 1, 2, 3 2's. By the end of this lesson, I will be able to use divisibility rules to find prime factorizations of numbers. The essential question is, without dividing, how can you tell when a number is divisible by another number? A vocabulary word is prime factorization. So let's review. Even numbers, a number which is divisible by 2 and generates a remainder of 0. For example, even numbers are 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Odd numbers, a number which is not divisible by 2 and generates a remainder of 1. Examples, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. Divisibility rules are as follows. For 2, the unit digit must be even. For 3, the sum of the digits is a multiple of 3. For 4, the number formed by the last 2 digits is a multiple of 4. For 5, the unit digit is 5 or 0. Remember, when we're talking about the units digits, we're talking about the ones digit. So 7 is in my ones digit, my units digits. So if a number is divisible by 2, if the unit digit is even. So in this case, the unit digit is not even, it's odd. So let's take a look at which of these numbers will be divisible by 2. You may want to pause the video. Okay, the numbers which are divisible by 2 are 356, 148, 140, 84. 203, we end with the unit digit is odd. 97, again, the unit digit is odd. A number is divisible by 3 if the sum of the digits is a multiple of 3. So when we take a look at the numbers 375 and 748, we're going to add the digits 3 plus 7 plus 5. 3 plus 7 plus 5 is 15. Is 15 a multiple of 3, which means 3 times some number is 15. So all we have to do is divide 15 by 3. And 3 goes into 15 5 times, because 3 times 5 is 15. 15 minus 15 is 0. So yes, 375 is divisible by 3. Let's take a look at the next example. 7 plus 4 plus 8 is equal to 19. Is 19 divisible by 3? Well, 3 goes into 19 6 times. 6 times 3 is 18. 19 minus 18 is 1. So since we have a remainder, it is not divisible by 3. So the number which is divisible by 3 is 375. A number is divisible by 4 if the number formed by the last 2 digits is a multiple of 4. So let's take a look at 325. 25, is that number divisible by 4? Well, let's see. 4 goes into 25 6 times. 6 times 4 is 24. 25 minus 24 is 1. So it's not. Let's take a look at 716. Well, we only have to worry about the 16. And does 4 go into 16 evenly? Yes. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 16 is 0. So we know that 716 is divisible by 4. Let's take a look at a number is divisible by 5 if the units digit is a 5 or 0. So let's take a look at these numbers. So we know that 355 is divisible by 5 because it ends with a 5. 205 is divisible by 5 because it ends with a 5. 140 is divisible by 5 because it ends with a 0. And 90 is divisible by 5 because it ends with a 0.